How do some of the animatronics work behind the scenes in FNAF Rewritten 87? Let me show you. When Gen 1 Bonnie enters your office, he'll stand in front of your desk and stare at you for a bit. He kind of fakes you out though, and turns to leave before his jump scare takes place. Gen 2 Chica will warp between the rooms, eventually ending up in the vent, and when this takes place, her foot teleports beneath the vent, which is pretty weird. Not all the jump scares function the same though, and because we have a separate camera active, her jump scare simply doesn't play, since it's tied to the original camera. Foxy managed to jump scare me, which led to this death screen. It's all within the same level though, and the camera simply moves inside this Freddy mask where the animatronic that caught you looms over you. The room this takes place in is eerily empty though, and it's almost creepier when viewing this from another perspective. Foxy will warp into the hallway in front of the office, only leaving if you flash him with your light. If you fail to do so, his jump scare model appears in front of the office, lunging forward and onto the player as we're warped into the death room. Gen 1 Chica sort of takes the long way, appearing in several rooms before eventually getting to the office. She appears next to the doorway and turns to face you, entering the room in hopes of catching you off guard. In her jump scare, she lunges forward, biting at you with those giant, terrifying jaws. Gen 1 Freddy follows a similar approach to Chica, except he has no concept of personal space. Once again, if the mask is not used to ward him off, he'll lunge forward and scream in your face. Mangle, however, is a bit more interesting. Mangle starts off in a room all alone, teleporting between each location as they make their way to the office. Most of the time they'll appear on the ceiling, suspending themselves down into the camera's view, like right here, next to the puppet. When entering the hallway, however, a nightmarish animation takes place where they'll crawl across the ceiling and into the player's sight. After this, they'll move closer, warping a short distance and dropping into view. Finally, they'll enter the office, situating themselves up above, where they can then lower and we can see them lunging forward and chomping at you if you don't use the mask in time. As for the puppet, we can move the camera to their little gift box and take a look inside, and she's clearly eager to pop out. Weirdly, there's a second copy of the box down below the map as well, but I don't know exactly what it's used for since it never moved during gameplay. Unfortunately, the puppet's jump scare is tied to the player's primary camera again, so we can't watch it from another angle, currently in engine, as I'd hoped. We can, however, view it in slow motion. If you enjoyed this, subscribe now.